Have you ever pondered the complex intersection of medical marijuana and workers' compensation? It's a topic that has been stirring much debate and controversy in recent years. Back in the early 2000s, it was almost inconceivable that medical marijuana would be part of any discussion surrounding workers' compensation. The use of cannabis for medicinal purposes was still a contentious issue, and its integration into workers' compensation systems was a far-off thought. However, the landscape started to shift in 2012 when Washington and Colorado became the first states to legalize recreational marijuana, breaking federal FDA laws in the process. Following closely behind, California joined the ranks in 2016, yet, here's the irony. Even as these states defied federal law to legalize recreational marijuana, their workers' compensation systems, such as Washington's Labor and Industries, continued to deny medical marijuana claims, citing the very federal law they had chosen to break. This paradox continued until the mid-20s when a wave of change began to sweep across the country. A handful of states made the bold move to cover medical marijuana under their workers' compensation systems, once again breaking federal law. But this time, in a bid to provide better healthcare for their workers. These states recognized the immense benefits medical marijuana could offer, especially in dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder and the ongoing war on opiates. Cannabis has shown promising results in alleviating chronic pain and reducing dependency on opioids, a major issue plaguing the workers' compensation sector. So where are we today? We stand at a crossroads where some states uphold federal law, denying workers' compensation claims for medical marijuana, while others choose to break it, in a bid to provide more effective and compassionate care for their workers. In states like California and Colorado, where medical marijuana is legal, workers who are injured on the job and use medical marijuana to manage their pain are often denied workers' compensation benefits. These states argue that because marijuana is still illegal under federal law, they cannot provide compensation for a substance that is considered illegal. However, other states like New Mexico and Maine have taken a different approach. They have recognized the potential benefits of medical marijuana and have allowed workers to receive compensation for their injuries, even if they are using medical marijuana as part of their treatment. These states believe that denying workers' compensation claims for medical marijuana is unfair, and goes against the principles of providing effective and compassionate care for injured workers. The debate over workers' compensation and medical marijuana is a complex and contentious issue. On one hand, there are concerns about the potential abuse of medical marijuana and the impact it may have on workplace safety. On the other hand, there are arguments that denying workers' compensation claims for medical marijuana is discriminatory and denies injured workers access to a potentially effective treatment option. As more states continue to legalize medical marijuana, the issue of workers' compensation claims will likely become even more prominent. It is clear that there is a need for a national conversation and a consistent approach to this issue. Workers who are injured on the job should not have to choose between effective pain management and receiving compensation for their injuries. By finding a balance between federal law and the needs of injured workers, we can ensure that all workers have access to the care they need and deserve. In summary, the journey of medical marijuana in the realm of workers' compensation has been a tumultuous one. From its near unthinkable status in the early 2000s, through the ironic stance of states like Washington, California, and Colorado, to its current acceptance in some workers' compensation systems, it's a story of changing perspectives and evolving laws. The benefits of medical marijuana, especially in dealing with PTSD and the war on opiates, are becoming increasingly recognized, but the journey is far from over. As we move forward, the conversation around medical marijuana and workers' compensation will only continue to evolve, and it's a topic we must all stay informed on. After all, the health and well-being of our workers should always be a top priority.